Hello everyone and welcome to Psycho Factory. Today we are going to learn about the best time to meditate for better sleep. Now let's begin. When is the best time to meditate for better sleep? A sleep expert explains why meditating yourself to sleep doesn't work. In the event that you battle with sleep deprivation, you've likely attempted pretty much everything to nod off, including contemplation. It appears to be a sensible arrangement, since reflection is known to bring down pressure, calm the brain, and quiet the sensory system. You may have even battled to remain wakeful while rehearsing contemplation during the day, so why not utilize the soothing at sleep time? Perhaps you had a go at reflecting in bed, yet for reasons unknown it didn't work. Or on the other hand, perhaps it appeared to help the primary evening, and you dared to dream that you'd relieved your rest inconveniences. However, it didn't help the following evening, and now it's useful just periodically, similar to all the other things you've attempted. Making a decent attempt. The issue with utilizing contemplation as a tranquilizer boils down to single word: exertion. Probably the greatest issue with sleep deprivation is that individuals are making a decent attempt to rest, clinical analyst Dr. Jason Ong advised as of late on the Think Act Be webcast. Ong is a specialist in treating rest issues, and the maker of mindfulness-based therapy for insomnia. In many parts of our lives, we invest more effort to take care of issues, said Ong, which is typically something to be thankful for. Yet, that approach reverse discharges when we're battling with a sleeping disorder. Rest is one thing that the harder you attempt, the more terrible it gets, he advised. I know from individual experience that he's correct, having experienced long periods of reliably helpless rest. A major contributor to the issue is that utilizing more exertion to nod off can prompt execution tension, as we consider rest to be our last task for the afternoon. In case we're attempting to utilize contemplation to take ourselves out, we make it simply something more to do to guarantee great rest. However, exertion and doing are contrary with rest. Setting your intention. So for what reason do we frequently get lethargic while ruminating during the day, yet it doesn't help us nod off around evening time? Ong calls attention to that the significant thing isn't your main thing, yet the aim. There might be times when you're attempting to rehearse a careful contemplation and you nod off, he stated. However, the expectation ought not be to utilize it for rest. The equivalent goes for exercises we may do before bed, or on the off chance that we get up in the center of the night since we can't nod off. You can peruse, you can stare at the TV, you can knit. However, the thought is that you shouldn't plan something for attempt to nod off, or calm yourself to rest. You're simply accomplishing something for doing it. Instead of regarding contemplation as a self-directed narcotic, we can utilize it as an approach to rehearse careful presence and acknowledgement. As we let proceed to do less. We're prepared to need things on interest. Care is extraordinary, and here and there's something contrary to that. it moves us to move away from this requirement for something quick. How meditation can help. So how might contemplation help with rest? Ong depicted the careful mindfulness that we practice through reflection as an instrument to help individuals let go of the hold of investing more effort to nod off. In his treatment approach, the attention is on developing a feeling of how to be careful. That is what is the issue here. It's a chance to work on being careful. Beginning with a calm sitting reflection as the most straightforward spot to begin. A typical practice is to close the eyes and concentrate on the impressions of relaxing. Each time the psyche meanders, as you can be certain it will, tenderly take the consideration back to the breath. Ensuing practices can incorporate things like strolling contemplation, yoga, and kendo. Daytime is likewise the best spot to begin rehearsing contemplation, not when you're attempting to rest. Since the thought here isn't that you're attempting to contemplate yourself to rest, a misguided judgment that he said is very normal. After somebody gets a feeling of how to do this during their daytime contemplation rehearses, at that point they can carry it into the evening time. The most effective method to practice. So when you get in bed this evening, let go of attempting to rest, and just do nothing. Rest will come all alone, not on the grounds that we willed it. At the point when you notice you're utilizing exertion to attempt to rest, purposely let go of any feeling of obligation for how long you're wakeful, and simply be at the time. At the point when you find yourself mixed up with or without a care in the world space, at that point lethargy is substantially more liable to arise. Furthermore, that is the thing that's really going to help you nod off. One last word, meditation presumably won't be powerful for improving rest in case we're doing different things that add to sleep deprivation. Contemplation and care are generally useful with regards to great rest propensities. Significant ones include: get up at a predictable time every day. Have a loosening up wind down period for 30 an hour prior to sleep time. Try not to remain in bed for much more than you're ready to rest. Be mindful so as not to snooze too long or past the point of no return in the day. Maintain a strategic distance from caffeine later in the day. Try not to utilize liquor to nod off. Keep your room cool, calm, and dull. A training in careful presence, alongside these different practices, was something that re-established my own rest. I trust you think that it's accommodating also.